Hey everyone, welcome to episode 6 of Arthur Fantastic's Ignorant Picks. Yeah! Woo! Ooh. Can't believe we made it this far. Caramel the sauce, as always, my wife, supporting technical assistance, as well as my new future wife, Queen Asia, here joining us behind the camera. We are on a new card, moving forward. Fuck. And we're waging war against one championship. When the fuck did this happen? Why didn't anyone tell me? Besides the point, this card is taking place in Singapore, and it's looking and shaping up to be a good card. The only thing that might be upsetting to people that don't know already is that the Roca fight, which was the main event, got postponed. It's not going to be Roca fighting Shasib. It's going to be Bruno Assis, who is also a good fighter. So that's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good test for Shazib to see if he really does right and is really deserving of his spot here at the top of the league. And what else is there to say? We got some IFC fights. You got the undercard. You got the main card. We're going to start with the IFC and finish off with the main card. Let's get to it. First on the list of the IFC, that's the Influencer Fight Club, which is going to be at the end of the night, if it's memory serves me right on how they do it every time. We've got Gen X versus Young Snack. Gen X versus Young Snack. Obviously this is Arthur Fantastic's ignorant picks, not Arthur's super informed picks. And so going by the picture that we've got for the fighters, and that is alone what I am picking them on. Gen X, great picture, banging body. Young Snack looks all business. And if I am going to give it to the person based on looks, I'm going to give it to the person that's got business, not the person who can take a nice picture with a posterior pelvic tilt. So, beginning with Young Snack, we're doing 7,000 on Young Snack to win. All right. We're already getting out of the way. We're on fire. We're gonna get through this quick today. Shiny D versus Bama, match 2 of the IFC. Shiny D's the favorite right now, 60%. How do I feel about this fight? I feel like they're underestimating my dog Bama. He did lose a fight, but he lost it. If I recall correctly, against a much larger opponent. I might be mistaking him with somebody else. Regardless, Shiny D, he looks pretty in good shape. Bama, I think he's just going to come in there, take it serious, especially after last match. He definitely wants to be there. He's been there before. He had another match. They had to call it off. I think that might have been the last event. I don't know what happened. If anybody wants to fill us in, do it so in the comments. Not me. I'm ignorant. We're making the picks. Let's get through it. John Hook versus Mike Lau. Mike Lau, far be it for me to body shame, okay? But in a combat sport where athleticism, strength, and overall testosterone value, how much you have, is going to affect whether or not you win. I look at the not well-developed Mike Lau, who's wearing some type of furry hat and a mean pair of glasses, which at first I was like, oh, that's pretty good, but then I saw that he's not in good shape. And the other guy is in great shape. John Hook, 75%, 76% favorite. What am I doing? 7,000 on John Hook. It's a sure win. Also, that last one, Bama. I'm putting 14 on Bama. That's 14K. Because I trust Bama so much. If you trust Bama too, you can put your coins up where your mouth is. As we move on, just for an update on why we're changing the format of these videos, Taylor, Caramel the Sauce, and Asia here have counseled me, and they say that they like these videos more, and I take their counsel seriously, and here we are going face to face, head to head. And you know who else is going head to head? Barney versus Tactical Investing. Barney, once again, looks like an absolute genetic beast, and Tactical Investing looks, I mean, it could be deceiving because you got that blocky power lifter type body weight, But I'm looking at this guy. He's not impressing me with what he's offering in his eyes. In his eyes, guys. So I'm putting an awkward number 6497 on Barney, who's a 63% favorite. Well, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go against every time I go against the odds. Almost every time. That last event when I went against the odds, guys, if you go back and watch, I made some really awesome underdog picks, and I really shot me up in the rankings. So once again, on our way to the top 1,000, on our way to the top 300. Let's go. By the end of the season, salute to my fellow fighters, or rather, karate combat fans. All right, on to the next slide here that I have for myself, which I'll be also cutting in on this video. Blonde Broker, Ashley Deacon. Okay, Ashley Deacon looks good. She's got a nice picture. Once again, she's got a nice face. She does seem to be in shape. Blonde Broker is just built like a brick house, though. She's built thick, and if experience has taught me anything, beginning with the first IFC card, when it comes to intro level fighters, amateurs, the whole technical advantage of length and reach and speed is kind of overset by strength, aggression, and overall doggedness. If you come at a person like a dog, especially in the amateurs, it's hard to overcome, especially if there's at least a little bit of technique behind it. And when I see the eyes, once again, of Blonde Broker here, she's got the eyes of the tiger. Eye of the tiger, Rock. Eye of the tiger. And that means she's got the fight in her. So 71 favorite for a reason, it's not just me saying this. 71% favorite. I'm putting, oh fuck, I don't even know how much I put on her. Where we go? Where's the numbers? 7,000, I want to say. Yeah, I want to say 7K. That's what I want to say. Once again. Now we're going on to the undercard, kicking it off with Lorenzo Santos Trevino, Murugan Silverahu. This is a quick turnaround. I know that, if I'm not mistaken, Lorenzo fought in Orlando a couple months ago. I was there for that card. I don't know if I saw that fight. Did we see that fight? We got there late. Yeah. We got there late. Okay, we turn up when we do go to these events, and that ends up being really late. And they kicked us out fast. What the fuck is that about? I blame Universal. I don't blame Karate Combat. Lorenzo, he's been around. First match was in Cancun. He had this follow-up match in Orlando. Turning this back around again, he's just an absolute firebrand. He's going to be a problem in his division. He's going up against Murugan Silverahu, who looks tough, menacing. He's got a beard. But when you look at the definition of muscle and forearm on his picture, I don't know. This is ignorant picks, guys. Don't get offended. Okay, maybe you might want to do a little bit of better pictures next time. But I'm seeing is a little underdevelopment there but he's got shoulders. Trevino is just, I think they're giving him a guy to just continue building him up in the promotion. We'll see. We'll see if this is a test for him. 82% overwhelming. Everybody's got a lot of trust in this guy. I'm putting 15K just because I wanted to support them. Remember, guys, when you put your coins on any particular fighter, a portion's going to go to the fighters and even the loser. So, like, if you want to support these guys, put your tokens up. It's up gaming. You don't lose. You don't have to put any more than you want, and you can always pull out whenever you want as well. Going into that, once again, I'm picking Trevino, guys. 15K, rather. All right, next one, Artur Gasanov. Artur, one letter away from my name, versus Vinicius Barata. I know it because I heard some Brazilian guy say it in one of the other videos that I did a little bit of research for, okay, guys, for you. So, Artur Gasanov, he's according to the Karate Combat app, okay, according to the Karate Combat app, he's a Shito Ryu practitioner, karateka of the high degree training with current 135 champion Myra Tech. I'm not even going to try to fuck up his name. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the screen. There you go. Anyway, he's fighting Vinicius Barreta. Barreta's doing good. He's a Kyokushin karateka, and for these guys, by the way, Trevino, he does like taekwondo, he does karate too. I don't know if I even had to talk about that. I should have looked up Morgan if he does karate, but I just think he's going to lose. It's not even going to be important. Just learn it when you watch the fights, guys. Vinicius Barreta, he's Kyokushin. He's really good. He's got a winning record in both kickboxing, and I think he won his fight in karate combat. He might have lost one. Not 100% sure. Arthur Gasanov, he's got 2 wins, both TKO and a KO. Because of his tight ties to the 135 champion and his karate background, a lot of people are giving it to Arthur, but I'm going to go against the odds makers right now and go for Vinicius Barreta at 36% of the vote. I'm giving him 30,000 for him to win. I'm thinking that he is going to win that fight by knockout in the first or second round, because he's going to come with that classic Kyokushin style. There is no more against the leg kicks from thigh to hip. There is no more regulation against clinch work, and there is no regulation against elbows. I'm really excited to see how all these rules are going to add to the structure of the fight, especially in the clinch against the wall. Elbows are prime when you're in that range, and to make space, making a frame, and then immediately following with an elbow. These are classic techniques in all traditional martial arts, from karate to Muay Thai to Kung Fu and so on. They don't talk about it a lot, but they exist. That's a bit of a tangent. What I want to say here is Vinicius is going to take it, like I said, 30K. We're moving on to Li Shan, who is a karateka, if I'm not mistaken, and also fights in Sanda and Chinese kickboxing. I could be wrong. She's going against Mohadesh Se Morari, who is only at 25%. I'm not going to go against the odd makers. Li Shan has a fucking amazing highlight reel put on the Karate Combat Reddit by user Mac Tyson. So if you are watching this video, you want to know what I'm talking about, go check it out. I promise you'll like it. Li Shan for the win, 12K. That's how much I believe in her. So we've got Jeremy Payet versus Alejandro Oteo. It's another really lopsided odds. Jeremy Payet, I don't remember what he is really about. I think he might have some karate background. I'm not 100% sure. But Alejandro Oteo is on a 4-fight loss streak, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. So, with that being said, I think that Jeremy Payet, 75% favorite, 8,000. Let's go. Gorjan Slavetsky, Muhammad Kir Ahmet. Okay. Gorjan Slavetsky, Muhammad Kir Ahmet. What can I say? I think that Gorjan Slavetsky is a karateka. Hold on, let's double check that. Okay, so Gorjan Slavetsky is a karateka. He has practiced Kyokushin. Muhammad Kir Ahmet, couldn't find a lot on him. I think he's fighting out of Greece. Nothing a lot from his gym talking about karate. I don't know, maybe. And I consider a lot of styles to be karate or karate adjacent. And I don't even have that criticism. Oh, it's all not karatekas, because even point fighting karate tournaments have kung fu dudes coming in there, and Muay Thai do, like people who want to fucking do some point sparring. They do it. They come in there. It's always been like this. People who are complaining are just complainers, and they're really dragging down everyone else. It's like, it's hard to enter into liking it if everyone that's involved in like the Reddit, for instance, is just constantly hating on karate combat. It's crazy. It's just constant hate posts and downvoting the like pro karate combat stuff. It's crazy. This is a karate fight. It's in a karate league, and I'm giving it to the karateka. 74% favorite, 8,000. Oops. We got the wrong direction. Okay. Sasha Politnikov versus Gustavo Jones. It was originally in favor of Sasha, who is also a Goju Kai or Goju Ryu. It said Goju Kai on his profile, but then other places it says Goju Ryu. On Reddit it says Goju Ryu. Who knows? Maybe it's an offshoot of Goju Ryu. I don't know. He's from Hong Kong. Looks like a great fighter. He's just very, very stationary. And the guy that he's fighting is Gustavo Jones, who they've got a 53% favor. He's slightly favored. He seems to be lanky, and this seems to be a higher level of competition. So I'm going, as I explained earlier, and when there's an amateur, this doesn't really apply. But when you're up at a higher level of striking, lankiness, reach can be leveraged against your opponent in a strategic, experience-wise way. It's very hard for a green person who is not ready for the anxiety and pressure of a fight to be so cerebral in their actions. But, you know, far be it for me to say that there's prodigies, and who the fuck am I, right? But who the fuck am I is giving you this pick. Arthur Fantastic, aka the Hot Shot, picking Gustavo Jones, 10K once again to win this fight. He was the underdog like a couple hours ago. It's shifted toward him, I think, because he looks like a character from Dead or Alive. I'll put him here on the screen, and or that Raven character from Tekken. Anyway, because here he's blonde. He's got that Rodman blonde with like the symbols in the hair. That being said, he's got an anime character look. What's good? I hope he takes that and moves forward and makes like a character and a name for himself in karate combat. Sasha, Godspeed. I don't know if he's going to be able to overwhelm this guy the way that he's overwhelmed the opponents that he's beaten. He does have some losses on his record. I think his last match might have been a loss, so it's a better bet not to go on a guy that's coming off a loss. Gustavo Jones just coming off a win. Joelton Lutterbach, the Brazilian Sub-Zero versus Magomed Murad Kasayev. Damn. It's these dudes from fucking Dagestan and the Eastern Bloc that got them names. Joelton Lutterbach just got shafted over there at the UFC. He was signed, had a fight, got called off because he tested positive for a steroid. And anybody looking at that guy, the Brazilian Sub-Zero, knows that he might be on a little bit of juicing. And I don't care. I don't care if you're juicing. I think almost everyone is. And if you're not, then you're fucking dumb. I mean, this whole fucking, like, performance enhancers, okay, you know, they can't have fucking coffee before a goddamn fight. That's fucking ridiculous. If a person wants to fight drunk, fucking let them. I don't fucking care. Let it fucking come to a fucking serious, drunken master fucking whooping everyone's ass half drunk for people to fucking have to outlaw it again. Okay, I doubt that'll happen, though. There is that one dude, though. He's French. He came as a guest star coach on the Ultimate Fighter. He's gonna be on the screen right here. And he, when he fights, he's drunk. So when he came to like practice, he was drunk. The guys were like, "Oh yeah," every single one of them was like, he smelled like alcohol. He smelled like he just came out of a bar. And the way that George St. Pierre, it was his friend. It was because George St. Pierre is like French Canadian, so of course he has the French guy come, like the actual French guy come over here. He went to Thailand, and they're fighting multiple times, sometimes in the night, and they're fighting at the smokers, and everybody's drinking, and smoking. So he's probably this is how he fights and trains. So he came in there and he's like really like the drunken master. He's like fucking crumpling people in practice. Oh my god, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Everybody felt embarrassed fighting him. Amazing, amazing. There you go. I'm glazing this guy, right? That's the word they use, glazing. But you know, a total overhaul of the rules to allow whatever substance notwithstanding, and realizing that Joyton Lutterbach is just tested positive, allegedly, for some type of steroid. I said allegedly. YouTube, you hear me? Allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. Right there. You know, and there's tons of dirty supplements, I have to say, you know, but you know, if you're the Brazilian Sub-Zero and you live in Brazil and you could just get steroids, I think that I mean, I would. If I could just take it right over the fucking, I would. It'd be so easy. That's why everybody's so beautiful from Brazil. They're all just on steroids. Why? You know, I remember a stat. There was like 1 in 10 women in high school try a type of steroid, whether it's like probably like clomiphene or some one of the you know, Anavar or one of those in their lifetime, and I'm like, damn. So these bitches, they be looking good because they on fucking steroids. No wonder. You know what I'm saying? It's just like movie stars. That's why they look good. Chicken and broccoli. All right, guys. Joyton, he's been eating and taking his chicken and broccoli, and he's got 83% favorite because he knocks people's out like it's a fucking joke. He's the favorite for a reason. I'm putting 20K on him because I want to support him. I like him as a fighter. I'm just giving you an old rib. Continue on in your fighting career. Brazilian Sub-Zero. I remember seeing him fight in Miami up close and personal. He's very jacked. And, you know, that is a good thing for the sport, is to have people that are in good shape, okay? If you get a little assistance, you know, whatever the fuck, everybody gets some type of assistance. What the fuck? What is this? Where are we? What am I talking about? All right. Final 3, top 3 matches. Let's finish this out. Okay. So, Adam Noy versus Eric Goyito Perez. Just real quick, like, guys, why are they doing my guy Goyito like this? Why are they doing him like this? Shoulders and head? He's literally made to look shorter than Adam Noy in this picture. What? They didn't do that to anyone else. They kind of did it to Joyton Lutterbach. You see it here. But when you go to the profile, just like Eric Perez, it's got the full picture. But you just got to literally just push up that picture like a couple measurements. Come on, guys. What are we doing? Why are you doing Goyito like that? It's so fucked. Goyito made his debut in KC all the way back in Mexico City. I'm still about to cough. Oh, man, I'm dealing with it. And just like I'm dealing with having a hard time breathing, Goyito overcame Owen Chalmilla in the high altitude of the Mexico Mile High City. People try to give it to Chalmilla. I really thought that Perez was coming forward aggressively throughout the entire fight, and I think it went to a sudden death round, and it all comes down to that, and it was Goyito who was coming forward, giving the pressure. He outlasting Chalmilla. It was definitely a close match, and I could see people thinking that it went the other way, especially if they're Chalmilla fanboys who, I like Chalmilla. I'm a fanboy too. But if I'm being honest, I really liked Eric Perez for that fight. He's got a whole cool story. He's got the Lucha Libre mask. It's out of a fucking, what was that show called? Was it Ultimate or something like that? Kinnikuman or something like that. It was an anime, and one of the all the different characters was like the Lucha. There was like the guy that looked like a knight that's based off of Billy Robinson. Anyway, who's a catch wrestler. Check out my catch wrestling videos on this channel. Anyway, bring it all back to Eric Perez Goyito. This Lucha Libre spirit, his type of fighting, his aggressive nature, his already high level of fighting when he's fought in UFC. Adam Noy, he was a previous Muay Thai kickboxing champion. he's currently ranked 8, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, I'm just giving it to Eric with his good aggressive. I think that he's tough. I think that even if Adonoi were to be able to touch Eric Perez, it's not going to be enough to put him out. But I hope that he doesn't prove me wrong, because I'm putting 42,000 on Eric Perez because he was the underdog. Now it's once again shifted 53% to 47% for Adam Noy. So who knows? It's pretty even split. So at least that pool will be a little bit bigger. It was my really underdog large pick of the night, other than the one that I had previously said. It was I only put like 10,000 on that one. All right, the last main card is DZH. How do you pronounce that? DZH. That's 3 consonants. Zabar, I don't know how to say his name. Askarov versus Award Kazimba. Originally, it was going to be another fighter. Askarov was originally supposed to be fighting Levi Marokin. He had fought Andre Ewell at what was that, KC44, and that was an insane fight, back and forth, ending in a crazy KO. Andrew Ewell, amazing karateka, just absolutely amazing fight. Go check that fight out. Doesn't get enough credit for what it was. Instead, we've got a last-minute replacement, Award Kazimba. I don't know if that's going to work out for him. Askarov, and I'm not insulting him. I literally don't know how to pronounce his name. And I don't know how to say his name, but I think he's going to win. 100%. His voting is 72% to the 28% of Kazimba. These odds usually don't happen for no reason. Last-minute replacements don't usually do well. Second to last co-main slot, we'll see. But I think we've got a winner here, and the fans seem to say yes. 10K on Askarov. Shazib Rin is the main event versus Bruno Roberto de Assis, who I believe also goes by the Dragon. Shazib, like I said multiple times, an absolute lightning in a bottle. Power, knocking out his opponents. Been on a absolute tear. There's been a couple decisions, but it's been pretty much dominating. Going against Bruno Roberto Assis, the fans got it 82% to 18. I think this is the widest odds margin on the entire card. I don't disagree. 25K on Rin. I don't think Roberto is going to be able to withstand the type of power and high-level aggressive nature that Rin is going to bring forward. Bruno has been a great fighter. He's been improving even. Don't get me wrong. But the momentum behind Rin right now is absolutely... This is supposed to be a title match for Rin. And the champion had to pull out. This is a last-moment replacement. Maybe a week max was the latest that we knew that this was happening. So, and that's why I don't do my ignorant pick so early, guys. I wait until we're a day behind, and then we're putting it in here. So, bringing this to a close, we're getting to close to 30 minutes, which is the max I want these to be. We've got Rin in the seat. I'm giving 25K to him. I expect him to take it home probably in the second round by knockout. That's what I think is going to happen. Some type of TKO knockout. Bruno does not deal well with takedowns. I think that Shazib is going to find that and use that, and then really wail away with him at the ground, and we may see a ground and pound TKO. In fact, he'll knock him down because Bruno is just tough, and then he'll follow up. I have to follow up on the ground. All right, that's the entire card. No pit series this time around. Why? I don't know. Guys, this is why I'm doing the grappling rule set videos, because it's fucking boring. And now they're not even doing the fucking matches because it's not entertaining enough, guys. Fuck. So if you guys are not familiar with that, watch the grappling rule set series. I will link that into the description as well. They're saying that they're going to put it in like the previous days ceremonial weigh-ins, pre-event. Fuck. Wow, they're really pushing, they're making these two different events, and I think that they could bring in more if they change the rules to not be so fucking boring. CGI was doing a good job. You know, you still got a tool with them, but you'll find that if you put the right rule set in, it's going to be exciting enough to sell to the audience. But right now, it's not something that you can sell to the audience, and my hair is blowing right across my face. There's not something you can sell to the audience because there's so much stalling, and the rules allow the stalling, and there's not enough of a incentive to finish, etc., etc. What this all says to me is that the grappling portion is on a probationary period, and they've got to start bringing in some views. And the only way to do that is to have something that's actually viewable. And as is, it's only kind of strange in a pit because it's in a pit grappling matches. But we should move it toward like a CJI rule set where there's stand-ups, so they stop with the stalling, keep it a little bit more honest and entertaining. We might see a little bit more uptick if we can get more of that shit out there. Maybe get some wrestlers out there and start bringing more of an audience that has not just BJJ fans who are a very small niche market. What else is there to say? Looking like a good event. They're waging war on Singapore. One championship. There's some kind of beef between President Asim and it seems to be a lot of fighters. Gary Tonin, Mike Musumeci is having, you know, Godspeed to him. You know, I made that video criticizing him, but I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. They're stripping him of the title because they tell him has to be this amount of weight. Now he has to be this kind of at weight. You know, I don't know why this type of thing is happening, but I'll tell you that the reason why he's not talking a lot about it is because he is, you know, cuffed by the one championship contract. You know what I mean? They don't get treated well over there. And this is because they're like bullies over in Asia. And so the whole war concept, you know, it may be grabbing for some attention, but there is also some legitimate fucking truth that needs to be revealed here. And I hope to hear more about it because I've been hearing this type of thing for a long time where fighters are not getting fights. It takes a year for them to get a fight. Think like Roger Huerta. They have this big fucking, like, you know, only fight for us, but they have this big roster, and not some people aren't fighting for a year or two, not getting matches. It's becoming a big fucking problem, and you know, it's looking like their financials are not going to continue to be stable enough to continue being even a promotion. Who fucking knows? I hope everybody got paid, but this always happens with these fucking big fucking promotions that don't get picked up by a corporation quick enough. They're big, but there might be too much ego back there. I don't know. Whatever the fucking problem is, they're fucking hoeing out their goddamn fucking athletes. Okay? That's to simplify it. And Karate Combat standing against it. Hopefully we see some talent come to Karate Combat. That'll be fucking sweet. There are karatekas in one championship. There are some more karatekas in MMA that people don't even recognize that I'll be talking about soon in an upcoming video. Watch out for that. Continuing in the grappling rule set series, we will be discussing more of Michael Musumeci, and we'll be discussing one of the last Karate Combat that had grappling, and we're going to discuss why it was so fucking boring and why we'll never see it again. So, guys, stay up, stay vigilant. Thank you for watching all the way through. Stay locked and loaded. Shalom, shalom. Peace. In. We've got a couple updates for the fight. Obviously, as I mentioned in the video, Levi Marroquin is not fighting because he came 12 pounds overweight. People were betting against him in this fight. and he's significantly larger than Askarov. I hope to see that matchup later on. Godspeed to Award. I'm pretty sure Askarov is going to take it. Like I said, late replacements don't usually do well. So we're going to get a bonus fight according to this update here. It's going to be between Levi Marroquin, once again, versus Chris Alvidrez. Okay. And yeah, it's not going to count on the Up Only Gaming, but I thought I'd report on it for guys who are watching this and didn't know yet. I mean, if you're playing Up Gaming, you fucking know. But yeah, breaking news. Second update here, guys. It looks like the Joyleton Lutterbach fight is canceled. Unfortunately, this dropped a couple minutes ago. It's like 2 a.m. right now here on the East Coast. So I'm just dropping that in the video to let you guys know that is a big downer. I wanted to see that fight. Joyleton is a beast. Godspeed. I hope that whatever happened is resolved. I hope no one got hurt. I don't know. There's not a lot of details in the app. Hope to hear more soon. So, once again, guys, stay up, stay vigilant, stay locked and loaded. Shalom, shalom. Peace, and see you next time.